What is going on? We are back on Twitch again, and I don't think I did the giveaway yet. Let me go ahead and click create. I thought I did already. My apologies there. Go ahead and do it again. TJ Blackman coming in to watch his team play tonight. It's Dallas and St. Louis here to get this one up and rolling. Let's go ahead and get into it. Best of luck to everybody the rest of the week here. We got 2 games left, and then we move on to week number 7, so make sure you watch out for that. Going to be interesting to see. And I got everything rolling up and ready to go. I had some issues with OBS, so like I was hitting the start streaming button and it wasn't streaming for whatever reason. I've been wanting to get started, but 30 minutes late ain't gonna hurt nobody. We are here again. It's Friday night. Let's go ahead and get into it. Should be a fun matchup. 2 teams that need the victory for different reasons. St. Louis only has 1 on the year. They need number 2 so they could get back into the playoff race, and Dallas doesn't want to lose. This is their chance to move up to the number 3 seed. If they could get the victory, they'll be ahead of Anchorage because they ended up losing to Huntington Beach earlier. What's going on, big homie? What's happening? Thank you for the biddies there. But I have everything ready to go here. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started. I've already had y'all wait long enough on this one, so we're going to hit that play game button, and we're going to get this thing up and popping here. Best of luck to both of these teams. It looks like it's going to be St. Louis starting us off with the football. And I'll go ahead and flip over so you can see what's happening. And let's go ahead and get into it, folks. Best of luck. Let me turn the volume up in here. And we are underway. St. Louis starting off with the return, going to take it past the 15, cutting to the outside, and going to make it to about the 19-yard line. And there goes the $20 million man himself, Dane Jones, coming into this ball game. As of the statistics, we have him up to date to this game now, so we just have 2 more games to do. But he's currently sitting at the bottom of the leaderboard here, bottom of touchdowns, bottom of yards. And you definitely don't want to see that for a guy that you invest so much money with. But here you are, going to be passing it, looking right side, is going to be caught. And it's going to be a gain of 3 to start this one out. Gonna be a fake here, and he's gonna take off to run. There goes Dane cutting up, gonna get past the 35-yard line, throwing a read option out there. I see you, big pimpin'. And that's honestly the best type of offense that you could do for him. He has the speed to make things happen, letting him use his legs, throwing on the run. I think he has one of the top tier throw on the run attributes out of the quarterbacks, as we're going to see a handoff right side. There goes Mookie, who's going to take it to the 40, a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 coming. Second and 9 coming up here. And they're going to hand this one off again, and he's going to get stuck. There goes the big homie, Rocky Ivan, there with the tackle. That's a loss of a yard. 3rd and 10 coming. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man, stepping up left side, and going to be deflected. And there goes Chester Owens saying no to that play, and the defense of Dallas gets off of the field. Gave up 1 decent play, but the defense doing its job. Did I win yet? No, the game just started. Had some issues earlier getting the stream started. Should have been up like 30 minutes ago, but we're up and rolling now. Had to do some troubleshooting, but it's all good. We got it rolling, as we're going to see that one get taken to the 20. And there goes JD right on time. His first snap of the week. Looking to get something popping here. Like I said earlier, if Dallas wins tonight, they'll be in the number 3 seed after being in the 4 seed pretty much the whole season. So the wins piling up, and you're seeing that slow but steady improvement here, as that is going to be an that's not offsides. That's going to be a false start. Is there 6 ads after I just watched 4 Jeebus? But you already know how you do. You got to make sure you get that subscription, and you can avoid that. But it's going to be 1st and 15 here. Coming up, looking for a man here, passing this right side, and going to almost throw a pick. And it's going to be 2nd and 15 coming up. As always, got to get the giveaways going. We'll have 2, or at the very least 2 giveaways. I'm going to go ahead and turn my volume down. 2nd and 15 coming up, single back set, and they're going to give it to Dominic McKenzie. Is going to bounce a little bit outside. Going to get about 3 on the play. 3rd and 12 coming up. Big drop back here for JD, looking for a man, spinning away, and going to run straight into a sack. Will Sacks getting them down, and both defenses standing tall so far in the first quarter. We'll see the punt team here for Dallas send it back to St. Louis. No one open on that play from what I was able to see. Sending this one away here. It's going to the right side. Going to get it to about the 35-yard line. Here's the return, who's going to get stuck immediately by number 99. That's going to be the big homie, TJ Blackman, getting a special teams tackle. And that's going to put the $20 million man back on the field. 2nd try here. What's going on, Mr. Eshelman? How you doing? Hope your Friday as well. TJ Blackman is going to see a fake, and there's going to be a hit in the backfield. And they tried the read option. That's not going to work. The interior offensive line let that one free. A lot of people are saying that this particular type of offense is what will suit Dane Jones' skill set. But one thing you have to have in order to run the read option and those quarterback runs is blocking. And you also have to be able to pass to keep the defense honest. 1 for 3 so far. And it's a 3rd and long coming up here for St. Louis. Going to pass this here, looking for a man, spinning the throws to the left side and going to be incomplete as Chester Owens gets his second swat down in the first quarter on third down. So did it twice on third down so far this ball game. That's going to have to give the ball right back to Dallas. And we'll see Daniel Carlstown hit the field. Sending this one away. And it's going to be returned here. Needs some blocks. Going to cut around and get to about the 23-yard line or so. And that's going to put JD back onto the field. Take 2. Let's see what they can do here. Going to be passing a short drop back, on the step in, throw right side, and that's incomplete. Juju was not ready for that play. 2nd and 10 coming up. Passing it here, looking for a man. Going to go deep right side. Got a step, but not much of a step, as Justin Duke is still searching for his first completion of the game. Both defenses playing very respectful so far, but that pass looked a little underthrown there. Made it a 50-50 ball when it could have been Jerry Riggs running up the field. Third and 10 coming up here, looking for a man. Got some crossers, going to stand his feet, throws right side and caught. Going to rumble forward and get about a couple of yards shy. The respectable gain of 12, I should say. But that's going to make it 4th and 2 coming up. Yeah, I got to check your build. I mean, you've been doing decent in regards to like your throws, as that punt is going well out of bounds. That was not pretty at all. It's going to give St. Louis some good field position here. We'll see if they're able to take advantage. I'd say that you're running like a top 6 quarterback right now. I won't say that you're like bad, but you've had some games where you probably could have done a few more completions up, could have got that completion percentage up. But we'll see how you do in the rest of the game here. 2nd and 7 coming, as they handed it off to Mookie for a gain of 3. And they're going to give it right back to him. They got a little bit of room, and he's not going to be able to turn that corner like he wants to. Picking up 2 on the play, and it's 3rd and medium coming. Passing it here, looks left side and going to be caught. 1st down play. Here comes St. Louis, and Drew Stowe the second, making the catch. Gain of 9, and St. Louis is inside Dallas territory with that play. Dane Jones has the physical and attributes to be a top 3 quarterback, but it hasn't really materialized that in his career. As we're going to see the handoff there by Mookie to give him some room, picking up 9. My thought process on it, Dane Jones really hasn't had the requisite weapons to elevate him, which is something to say. I don't think he's a quarterback that can make a team better. I think he's a quarterback that you need to have the pieces. You need to have the pieces around him, and then like he'll turn up. As we haven't really seen him do too many big things in the league. He's won Rookie of the Year. That's really about it. But he needs to continue to elevate, and I think being on a team that can actually build around their skill set, give him a good O-line, I think he's an easy candidate to turn the team up, because he has the attributes to be great. As we're going to launch this middle of the field, and that's incomplete. This is on PC. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now you won't be able to get these mods on Xbox anyway, so 2nd and 10 coming up here. And they're gonna go ahead and give it to the back, who's gonna rumble through a tackle, making it 3rd and medium. Let's look at your build, actually. See if there's some things that you can improve on. Like, I keep telling everybody, it's like, you can always ask me, like, for suggestions. As we're going to see a pass up the middle. There goes Alex Stain coming through with the catch. And Dallas is letting them free. They're getting inside the 10 with that play. 1st and goal coming up here for St. Louis. Have a PC end the game. I mean, it is possible if you want to start on the test simming. I mean, that's definitely something that you could do. Don't forget the trade deadline is gonna close out at the end of week number 7. So make sure you get your trades and all the good stuff. We'll see a handoff and he's gonna get maybe a yard, actually maybe a half a yard. But I want to look up your build really fast. And then I have all the mods that you need and the applications you need on your PC. So, I mean, in the Discord. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I can get you ready to go. As we're going to see a handoff. There goes Mookie past the 5 down to about the 3 or 2 yard line. Is going to make it 3rd and goal coming up. Justin Duke. Let's see. I'd say you have some room to improve. Your medium accuracy could be higher, obviously. You're 85. That could get into the 90s, so I'll probably work on that as that passes left side, and that's a loss of yards there. Not to be number 34 making the tackle. And that's going to make it 4th and goal. Dexter Hall to 4th. Let's see what else with your build. Let me turn it portrait way. Or landscape, I should say. 4th and goal coming up. Kick is up. Kick is good. And St. Louis is on the board first. Short accuracy could go to 90. Yeah, sure. Your throw power could go up 3 more points, so that could definitely help. Throwing the pressure is max. That's good. Your awareness is maxed. You get your speed up. Your stamina. Break sack is looking good. Play action could go up 1 point. Your build's pretty good though. I'm not too mad at it. Maybe some more in the ball carrier things. Maybe they can incorporate some. Maybe they can incorporate some. What's the names for you? Some read options and quarterback type runs for you. Maybe you could even help on building the playbook here for Dallas. You never know. Ryan Davis up in here was popping, homie. He's playing later on tonight. Here for Toronto, passing it, looking right side and wide open. There goes Jerry Riggs coming through with the big catch, and here comes the Dallas offense starting it up. Oh yeah, throwing the run too. That's also a good thing. Like getting the throw and the run up. Did it add me to the drawing? Yeah, you're on. You're in. As we're gonna see the end of the first quarter here. Throw your 2s up. Let's get into it. Gonna be 1st and 10. He's gonna launch a deep left side. Who's got a step and he's got him beat. Rocky Butterfingers. That's how you start out quarter number 2. And Dallas is on top. And that's one of St. Louis's issues there. Like, honestly, with some free agents, and there are still some good ones out there available on defense, St. Louis might be decent, but they have some bots starting in some critical positions, and you've seen one of them getting beat. His kick is up, and kick is going to be good. And it's going to make it 7-3. I didn't say this earlier, but we have ourselves a new addition to the next level of overall. Big homie TJ Blackman. I believe he's now at 96 overall in the game, which is just ridiculous. But congratulations there for sure. Taking advantage of that what's the name, I believe. Taking advantage of the BOGO. As we're gonna see the kickoff away. Because I'll never reach 99. Actually, I see your build. Let me see your build. Wide receiver is a very, very tough position. All the offensive skill positions outside of quarterback. Well, actually, quarterback's not a skill position, but halfback and wide receiver are so difficult to build up in regards to overall. Going to be pushing up and getting to about the 30. Going to make it 2nd and 6 coming. You're 94 now? Oh yeah, pretty sure you're up there. Yeah, that makes sense because you had a big boost. Gonna be passing it here. Gonna take off to run using that speed. Just gonna slide down to make that 3rd down easier. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much everything is maxed out for you. You need to get your stamina up a little bit, release up a little bit, as that's going to be a flag on the play. Back them up 5. Break ball carrier vision could always go higher. Hit me up afterwards. I have several questions. I mean, honestly, you can message me now. Like, just send them to me in the DM. I'll answer them for you. I could go double, you know. I could be multitasking and all the good stuff. Get your blocking up. Get your run blocking up, Ryan. As we're going to see a pass here. Looking left side. Looking to get a step, and he had a step. Namie McNamerson just couldn't catch up. 2nd and 10 coming. Get your pass blocking up. That'll raise it up maybe another point or two. And then, yeah, most of it is just like your ball carrier stuff that could get you up. Ball carrier vision is always good for wide receivers. Carrying, never a bad thing. Gonna be taken to about the 40-yard line, 3rd and 8. It may or may not be in the works. Be patient. Third and 8 coming up here. He said, you know me, man. Gonna be passing it here. Gonna throw right side and nothing doing there. 5 for 11 so far here for Dame Jones. And it's gonna be 4th and 8 coming. He said, I'm not patient. I mean, if that's the case, you should be buying some now, but it's not the BOGO, so I get you. Let's see, what else you need to upgrade? Everything else looks pretty good, though. You pretty much maxed everything out. See what you do for the stamina. The stamina doesn't hurt things. Make sure you're at peak movement every single time you're on the field. Release could go up 5 points. Ball carrier vision could go up to 98. That's crazy. Break tackle is already max. Carrying could go up 9 points. Your juke and spin could use some boosts. And stiff arm. Is going to see a handoff. No, it's a fake. Going to look to launch this one. Middle of the field and almost picked off. Kershawn Cresswell had one and he tried to dive for it, but could not quite bring it to the body. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Kai Coco upgraded a little bit, so he boosted up. After next week, actually, we're going to see a deep left side passer going to be incomplete. And another great wide receiver, Sir Lancelot, could not hang on. The rookie Bukaki Boma says, nah, that ain't going to work on me. That's crazy. Ryan is over 4,000 TP. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Jax James up in here was popping, homie. Gonna look for a man here. Launch a middle of the field and a dot. There goes The big homie Lancelot. Touchdown Dallas. I'd love one of those this season. There've been a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure there on Davis when he's on the field, and it looks like Just Chill and Levi Timms II and Dusty Rooks have been the benefactors because of it. That's been getting all the other people open. That's my theory on it. There's been a few opportunities though that Jack's missed pass wise. Don't you run the team? Nah, you don't run the team. But he is like special counsel. Nine minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter. St. Louis down 11, and they're going to get the ball back here. Going to be a return, taking it past the 15, past the 20 to about the 22-yard line. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 here for Mr. 20 million here. Dane Jones needs to get this offense rolling. He said, I'm still waiting on a playbook from week 1. Is going to see a handoff here. Found in a little bit of a crease. Not breaking the tackle, but going to pick up 4. I mean, I don't know if y'all familiar with like WWE. Like, I'll call Ryan Davis like the wise man. Like, he's in the background doing this thing. I have one just sitting there waiting. Calamity in the chat here. 2nd and 6 coming. Dane Jones passing the left side and going to be caught. And that's a 1st down play. Drew Stowe II coming through with the catch. Shotgun set. Gonna be passing it again, looking for a man. Gonna throw it short to the halfback, cutting up, and he's gonna get maybe 1 yard, and that's really about it. Says save it for Jersey. Second and 9 coming up here, passing it again, looking for a man, goes short with it, is going to be caught, turning it up, trying to get the first, and he will. Getting close to midfield with that play. It's 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun set here for Dane Jones, trying to get past midfield. On this drive, passing it again, looking left side, and that's deflected and almost picked off. That should have been by TJ Blackman, and he wouldn't have got touched if he did. It's going to be 2nd and 10. That was almost calamity there for St. Louis. Shotgun set again, going to pass it, looking for a man. Slant route works. Getting right to the sticks, and that's enough for the first. There goes Jamal Allen. 1st and 10 coming. See, about to give this book to St. Louis. First and 10 coming up. Gonna be a handoff here, pushing forward and maybe getting a yard. That's really about it. 2nd and 9 coming. He said, Turks, let me make one for you. That is an interesting question. Can other coaches make books for other teams? He's going to see a handoff here, pushing forward and going to take it to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up. Yeah, that is fair. You're not a coach. I mean, I don't see why not. But at the same time, the person that does take that book or the team that takes that book is at mercy of for whatever you put in. So it's up to the coaches, I suppose. If that pass is going to be caught and Name is going to make it happen. 1st and 10 coming. Do the Bucks in this game. Gonna be passing it here. Looking to launch this and gonna be a possession catch. Picking up 6. No, it's not hard. Honestly, if you have a baseline of how you want to build your book, you can start with one of the base playbooks and then create from there. There's also an empty playbook that I do have access to, that if you want to put all of your formations, you can. But it'll just make your life easier. Is that it's gonna be that's gonna be a penalty there on TJ Blackman. Nah, you can make a decent playbook within a span of 20 minutes, 10-20 minutes, sometimes even less than that. But it all depends on the work that you want to put in for the game plan portion. If you want to make sure that, you know, all the plays that you want are going to be in there, that's up to you. Or you could just do the lame route and just pick a book, rename it, save it, and then there's your custom. But meh. Yeah, I said my run book last season took me 10 minutes and it beat y'all the first game. Yeah, that was a ridiculous game. That was a ridiculous game right there. So we're going to see a handoff and Dallas is going to stand them up. It's going to be 3rd and 10. But then made us lose to Anchorage, so that got a scratched. No, don't give it to St. Louis. I'm trying to put 73 points on Jersey. 3rd and 10 coming up here. Gonna pass it, looking for a man. Gonna launch this right side and gonna be caught. And Dane Jones got him cooking here inside the 5, naming me with another catch on this drive. One of the guys joined from the streams. If someone could help me out and showing them the way, that would be great. As Mookie Rising is going to show his way into the end zone. He in the Philly Club dance. How you do that? Who told him how to do that? I didn't tell him how to do that. Touchdown St. Louis. And they're a score away from getting back into the lead. Kick is up and kick will be good. 14-10. Gonna be the score. Need me to stream? Nah, I got it. Kicking this one away. It's going to be returned here, taking past the 20, cutting up past the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Poe politicking up in here. His players are going up against each other. Actually, no. His running back is on New Jersey, not St. Louis. But good job nonetheless. I didn't hear what you said about showing someone the way or something. Oh, yeah. There's a guy in the chat that came from the stream, as that is going to be a nice carry there by Dominic McKenzie. Yeah, I was just showing them like where he needs to go to like create a player and stuff like that. But I already sent it to him, so you're good to go. 2-minute warning here for Dallas trying to score again. before the end of the first half. Shotgun set. Dominic McKenzie going to run out to the right side, and they're going to go deep again, and it's a big stepper. Jerry Riggs shows them how it's done again. 20-3 right now. I am almost at 10,000 for the 100 TPE as they're doing rock, paper, scissors. I think Jerry won that round. And that's going to put Dallas on top again. Pretty much erased that touchdown in like 2 plays. My boy subbed. I love to see it. I'm at 11K trying to get that +3 cap booster. I see you, big homie. Do you already have a +3? If you have a +3, you can't get another. But regardless of that, it's going to be an 11-point ball game here for the big homies in Dallas. Yeah, you're going to have 1-3, 1-2, and 1-1. We can't have y'all boosting everything up by 3. It's already boosted up by 3. Everything is boosted up from last season up 3, so it wouldn't make no point for that. But that's been a rule since the league's been a thing. It's going to be returned to about the 15. That's just a bad tackle. That's just crazy. But that puts St. Louis back on the field. So just get the point sounds easier. Going to throw this deep in the middle of the field and going to throw it straight to the defense. It's picked off. Taking it past midfield to 40. Rumbling to the 36, 35-yard line. And there goes the former Tampa Bay Typhoon, Low-Key Gunderson. Guarding one man, went to the other side and was like, I'll take that, bro. Watch that defense, though. That was really nice. He was guarding number 88 and then went over and shoop. Let me get that. You don't need that, cuz. And that's going to put Dallas back on the field. He said we need to have a league meeting to change that rule. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't do you too much good anyway, if all things considered, because everything is already boosted up by 3. As we're going to see a blitz up the middle, that's a sack. Austin Grant bringing them down. He sent the linebacker blitz on that one, perfectly placed, as Justin Duke sees something on his defense, trying to get boosted up 6. Nope, that's not going to happen. Is that going to be a pass to the right side and out of the reach? There, the big homie Jerry Riggs tried to dive for it. Or you could just like re-roll your player at the end of the season and just choose a build that you believe will fit you, and you'll still have all your boosts in the same place. So you could kind of adjust it like that if you want, and then just replace your points. Gonna be turning it up here. There goes Dominic with the speed to get essentially all those yards back, get him back in field goal range. Gonna make it 4th and 6 coming up. Got 13 people up in here. That's crazy. How y'all doing? Well, it got up to 13. It's currently at 10. As we're going to see the field goal here. Try to make it 24-10. Kick from the right hash is up. And it is going to go through. So Dallas will score again off the INT. St. Louis has the rest of the quarter to do something. Sending this one away. St. Louis with the football, returning it from the goal line, taking the pass to the 20, finding a little bit of a crease to get to about the 23, and that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up here for St. Louis. 51 seconds left. Let's see if they can amount this amount of time to something. Passing it again. They send a blitz and it's going to be incomplete as Jamal Allen couldn't hang on through contact. It was a pretty good pass, all things considered, but need to be a little bit lower, I believe. I think that could have been completed. I do have a proposal that I want to do pretty soon that I'll make it out to the rest of you guys in regards to the Pro Bowl. I have to talk to Caboose about it first. Already have the workings for it now. It's just a matter of if they want to go ahead and make that a thing. You know what I'm saying? Almost got TJ Blackman offsides. Going to be passing it again. Launching short. Is going to be caught at the 40. Going to cut up. And he's going to get to about the 43. 35 seconds left. And it's 2nd and 4. They only have one timeout. So they probably need to get this one play down. They're going to make it close to the... Try to make it as close as they can to make a field goal maybe. You got my vote for another +3 cat boost. I've thought about that, like see if that was a potential thing, like maybe like two threes, 2 2s, and a 1. But that is gonna be another pick. It's gonna be Carson Cutbirth snagging it. And they tried to go deep, but that's 2 interceptions in a span of 2 minutes here by the $20 million man. And he tried to go over on top of it, but that was not a good pass at all. Like do 2 2 3, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 3s, 2 2s, and 3 1s maybe. But gonna see a handoff here, pushing forward, gonna juke up, and that's gonna be a timeout called here by Dallas. We'll see what they do with this last bit of time, maybe a Hail Mary. Going to be a handoff here, and going to shed one man, going to turn up and get past midfield, and that's going to be end of the first half here. 24-10 is your score. St. Louis down a little bit, but we got the rest of the second half coming up. Speaking of some plays, let's go ahead and get the giveaway going. We got 6 people in there so far, so still in reach to potentially get that extra giveaway if you get 9 more people in the entries. Is going to go ahead and get that spin going, and it looks like the prize will be a website bio, and you got a combo to come with it. It comes with 10 TPE. You know what I'm saying? So out of 6 people, only 1 could do it, and it's going to go to Mr. Jax James. So I'll go ahead and grab you a picture a little bit later, and then we're going to get you ready to go, send you some questions to answer, and put it on your bio on the website. Make it look pretty and everything. And you also get 10 TPE with it. So good job there. Let me go ahead and put that in so I can not forget it. Going to be a kneel down there as Dallas is going to start off with the football, already up 2 scores. They say they want to do it again. James, quarterback, J-Mac, and then we're going to go. He's going to see a pass, look in the middle of the field, and a catch. There goes Riggs. A spin move, stays on his feet, gets past the 40. Then it's going to be 1st and 10 coming. So I'm going to dedicate my bio to Ryan Davis for all the good slants he ran. Only 8 more games, most definitely. Going to be faking his handoff here, looking left side, and going to be incomplete. And that defensive player was not paying attention at all. That ball was going straight towards him. Potentially could have been an INT. Second down coming. He's heading him out the shadows. As that's going to be a false start there by the right tackle. Passing it here, looking to launch it middle of the field and almost throws a pick, and Kershawn Cresswell misses his second opportunity for an INT. Gonna make it 3rd and 15 coming up. Gonna be passing it here, looking for it, man. The blocking holds up, the pass is better, and there goes the big homie, Sir Lancelot, past the 40, making it happen. It's 1st and 10 coming. And Justin Duke having himself a very great game up to this point. Outside of a few miscues in regards to the accuracy, pretty good. I can't be mad at the performance. And go over some stats if you want to. I go over a little bit of stats, you know what I'm saying? Let's see the league leaders. Right now, Hank Falco's leading all quarterbacks in passing yards with 2,069. Action Jackson Jr. there for Dallas. For Detroit is right behind him with 2,007. Justin Duke, he should be over 1,500 after this ball game. And big homie Dane Jones is currently not in the top 10 in regards to passing yards as expected, as we're going to see a pass left side, had a man and missed his mark. That's going to be 3rd and 6. Passing touchdowns, Tyler Deathridge back to his peak right here, 20 touchdowns so far in the season. Justin Duke is at 13, so that should move him into the top 4 as of right now. If you could get one more, that could definitely get him to 17. That'll make him number 2 going into the next games. He's going to see a false start there. Rushing wise, Dominic McKenzie is at 560 currently. And he's already, well, not currently, but going into this game, those 560s, that was almost picked off. It's going to be 4th and 11. Let's see, Dominic McKenzie has a chance to be top 2 in rushing yards. Great job there. Mookie Rising is in the top 10 currently going into this week, and he should be able to move up potentially top 5 with this game. Still need to get some more yards to make that happen. Touchdown wise, let's see, neither back is currently in the top 10. Actually, I'll have to see how many Mookie has, but he did get a touchdown tonight so far, so he may be top 7 if he was to do it, you know what I'm saying? Who else is here? No Dallas receivers currently in the top 10 receiving yards, but the crazy enough, the player with the most receiving yards is actually Brogan Sparrow there from New Jersey, 671 going into this ball game. That's pretty crazy. Kai Coco right below him at 658. Vic Dotson right behind him at 653. And then MJ Witten, who expected that? MJ Witten, top 5 this season so far, 572. Sean Justice had a big game. He's top 5 with 571. Looking at the touchdowns, Koval Udinski, ironically also wearing number 87, is leading all receivers, all players in receiving touchdowns with 6. Guy Clausen, Houston Wilson, Jamar Carr, Joe Beasley, Kai Coco, Levi Timms a second, and MJ Witten have 5, as that pass is going to go out of bounds. 2nd and 10 coming. In regards to points scored, Anchorage's kicker Dan Crestview has the most points currently with 49. Carolina now has 47, 48, 49. Actually, Carolina should be on top now because she has a few extra points too. So Carolina should be up top now, looking middle of the field and caught there by Alex Stain. Do we have any actually, no, Kobe Udinski with 36. I think he's the offensive player leader in points with 36. Great job there. Offensive yards, Hank Falco's leading with 2,092. And that's mostly a quarterback stat since they get so many yards, all the good stuff. And we're going to see a pass here, looking to go right side and caught. First down play, getting to midfield, and Dane Jones getting them on the move here. Now for defense, in regards to solo tackles, leader is Preston Dotson with 54. Next one down is 47 with Coco Raccoon. Javon Highland right behind them with 44. Do we have any players in this game? Bukaki Balma is currently top 10 with 37, but that's before the game started, so he should be over 40 by the end of this game. Going to be passing it again. Going to spin off and throw it to Stain, who's going to make the catch and tackled down by TJ Blackman. Screen to Ryzen gets you 20. Most definitely. What's going on, big homie? Who else is on this game? Dallas. No Dallas players currently in tackles that I see in the top 10 for solos. Sack wise, Rhino Dobbins there for Pittsburgh. He's leading the league with 11. And the next ones down is Reggie Green there for Tacoma, and John Smith there for Charlotte with 7.5. Oleg Crusher right behind them with 6.5. Ronnie Shanahan the second, or is it the third? I have to double check, but he has 6.5 along with TJ Blackman, because that's going to back him up a little bit. Brendan Gaucher there for New York has 6. B Dex, actually I didn't even say that Bradford Dex is playing tonight on defense here for St. Louis. He has 5.5. Great job there. And it's going to go ahead and pass it left side and caught. Going to be the big homie, Namie McNamerson, coming through. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Doug Townsend also with Pittsburgh. He has 5 currently, and Night Stalker from Huntington Beach has 5. So I believe that's the bottom mark. If you want to be in the top, is 5 sacks currently. Looking at the interceptions, there's a slew of players with at least 1, but there's only a select few that have 5, as we're seeing the man cutting around a little bit. But Andrew Grigley there from Dallas has 2. Ethan Flowers from Dallas has 2. And you got Justin Brown, Chris Cross, and Kilo Mack also with 2. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Had to tend to some family matters there. 4th and 10 coming up. And we'll see St. Louis come back onto the field here, trying to get some points. We'll see the field goal from the left hash. Tried to dive at it, not to be, but that kick is on point. And that's going to make it back to an 11-point affair here for the big homies in St. Louis. And Dallas will get the ball back. We lost the PA. Four and a half minutes left. Gonna be a kneel down. And Dallas is back onto the field. As you see right there, Sir Lancelot, 3 catches, 117 yards, a touchdown. Can't be mad at it. Still waiting to get those names changed out. And when we do, we'll go back to using the CBS, the CBS feed. As we're going to see a pass here, middle of the field, and going to be caught there by Rocky. Going to be 2nd and 2 coming up. If someone could take care of the statistics after the 2 games tonight, that will be amazing. Almost got him offsides. Handoff. There goes Dominic McKenzie, and they're going to give him the first. How much would you get? You would get 5 TPE and a firm handshake by yours truly. Shotgun set here, passing it again, looking right side. Going to be caught, but going nowhere. And it's going to be 2nd and 9. He just took the handshake. I get 5 a week for doing nothing. That's fair. Well, you could get 10 a week for doing nothing and stats. You know what I'm saying? Can you start saving points for your next player? No, you cannot. The points you earn are only available for players that are currently in the league. As we're going to see a pass there left side is going to be caught. You talking about for your defensive player? Is that what you're referring to? What is your defensive player? I don't even know if you have a defensive player. What is it, a cornerback? What is he, a linebacker, D lineman? What you got cooking over there? You seem like a defensive back type of guy. Going to be a handoff, pushing forward, going to find a little bit of a crease, and it's going to be 2nd and 6. See, I know you, man. I think the first time I met you when we was in that other collegiate league that we're not going to talk about, I think he was a quarterback, and yeah, you was a quarterback. I know he's a quarterback, but I could have swore you was a defensive back in another league I was with you. But you playing quarterback is something I'm used to seeing at this point. It's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up. But that's one position that we need to build up. I think we need to see some more great free safeties. I think there's some really good strong safeties, but I haven't seen too many people take advantage so far in this league for the free safety position. And I've thought about moving, like once my player starts going to the regression even further for Preston, I was thinking about making them transition to free safety. Because he's still going to be very fast for years to come regardless. I'm not touching speed until I have no choice. So he'll still have that ranginess to him. But he might not have the same get and cuts that he used to have. So both going to retire a Royal. It's definitely a thought process. I don't know if anybody really wants Preston on their team outside of like a few. Because Preston's best days are soon to be behind him. But as you can see, he's still a tackle maniac right now. I could definitely see Vic retiring. I could definitely see Vic retiring as Charles Royal, regardless. But as we're gonna see the handoff, there goes Mookie past midfield, gonna get down to the 47-yard line or so. Great job there by the 2-year man. He's doing its thing, and that's gonna make it to the fourth quarter. 34 is up in the chat. St. Louis still in his bag, throwing his ass as sub linebacker. Let him have fun. Yeah, he can do that. That's what he's currently doing now. He's like safety, then sub linebacker. Like he switches out. Only way I recommend doing that is if you have a good strong safety behind them, because we've seen a few times there in Anchorage like get beat because there's not really a good strong safety back there, you know. But it is what it is. I ain't too mad at it. Adams Jr. Yeah, that's true. But he's better at free safety though. He's better at free safety. But they're going to be passing it here. Left side is going to be caught. Going to be a short gain there. 3rd and 8 coming. Going to be passing it here. Looking right side and a dot. There goes the big homie number 18. That's Alvin Chisholm there with the catch. And that's going to move St. Louis in scoring position here. Not giving up on the game. That's going to help him out immensely. St. Louis showing some heart tonight. But they got to keep the drive moving, as they always say. 1st and 10 coming up here. Going to pass it, looking for a man, steps up, taking off to run, going to look for a first down, and he's going to pick up and fumble it. But the that's the old lineman. That's actually Mookie Rising there with the recovery. Could have been disastrous there, but it's going to be 2nd and 1. It could have been first down, but he could not hang on to the football. That was a big hit there on Dan Jones. Going to be 2nd and 1 coming, 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Going to be a handoff to Mookie, first down play. And that's going to make it 1st down and goal at the nut. Went over some stats earlier if you missed it. I don't know how many yards Mookie's at right now, but we'll see at the end, as we're going to see 1st and goal coming. They're going to pass it again, looking in the middle of the field, and Alex Stain could not hang on through contact. Rest in peace, Alex Stain. Went on a big rant. See him crash out like a few weeks back? That was pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, they were doing the stream. Like, St. Louis was on the stream. And, like, it was going down. And, like, I wasn't actually, like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing the commentary for it. It was Stoneway doing it. And like I was on mute, I was just like laughing my ass off. That was some funny stuff, man. I told y'all before I handled. I mean, I already knew it was going to happen. It wasn't really news that it was going to leave, because how many times have we seen people do that? Like in our sim league careers, like some people are just made to be on winners, bandwagoners, and don't want to see the progress of a team. Granted, St. Louis hasn't really been progressing within the last 2-3 years or so since big homie Rebecca Montaigne left, but all things considered, you got to make sure you're doing everything you can, as we're going to see a pass look in middle of the field and caught, and that's not going to be enough for the touchdown. We'll see what happens here. It's 4th and goal coming. Kick is going to be up, and Carl Sounds is going to knock it through. I don't know if St. Louis got better or Dallas got worse. I think Dallas definitely got better mid-season. I mean, honestly, Dallas had a few games this season where they could have been up there, but they kind of fell short. Like, they shown the ability to get the victories, like especially against Huntington Beach this season. That was a big win. That showed progress all in itself, because I don't think Dallas has actually beaten Huntington Beach in a while. I mean, since this past season, I can't remember the last time Dallas beat Huntington Beach. So that's definitely progress all in itself. As we're going to see the kneel down. There's going to be less than 8 minutes left. St. Louis made it a one-score ball game with that field goal, so not all is lost. They just need to stop. Give themselves a chance. Yeah. As we're going to see a handoff pushing forward. Going to take it past the 35. Actually, no, not quite past the 35. Second and inch is coming. I just know Charlotte has a gauntlet at the end of the season. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Good news for Charlotte. They started out well, so they could kind of buffer themselves. It'll be one thing if they're like at 3 wins currently. But it's going to see a run pass option. It's going to be an easy first down there. They left Jerry Riggs wide open for that one. And Justin Duke's like, yeah, just take the football. They're not guarding you. Take it up the field. Going to be a handoff pushing forward, cutting up. Going to take it past midfield to about the 45. New York is in an interesting position. He's going to see a handoff pushing forward, and he's going to take it past the 35-yard line. There goes Dominic McKenzie, DM5, making it happen, getting inside St. Louis territory. And a field goal would make it a 2-score ball game again, essentially erasing what they did before, what St. Louis did before in that last drive. Stretching this left side, cutting up. There goes Jacoby Cobb, going to take it to the 30, and that's really about it. It's going to be 2nd and 9. So who's Toronto? What do you mean by that? New York, Toronto, Huntington Beach to end the season. Going to be a battle. Oh, okay, I got you. He said who's Toronto? Like talk to smack. Who the hell is that? Bradford Dexter the second with the tackle there. Going to be passing it here, looking, going to get hit as he throws and launches that one to the right side, and he's going to make the catch, but only had 1 feet in bounds. That's going to make it 4th and 9 coming. They sent the corner blitz perfect, but Jerry Riggs couldn't bring both feet in bounds. And they're going to try the long field goal here. Carolina Andrianic, the former Voyager, straight ahead, and so is that kick. Can't do it any better. And it's back to a 2-score ball game. All things considered, some would say that St. Louis did enough defensively to win. $27 points is a lot, don't get me wrong, but if St. Louis had 2 of those field goals turned into touchdowns, we're looking at a different ball game here. As we're going to see the return from the end zone, taking it past the 10 to 15. He's just going to get stuck there by TJ Blackman. The boogeyman says hello. It's going to be 1st and 10. 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. shotgun set here. He's going to be passing from here on out. Going to look right side and going to be incomplete. Trying to fit that one to the big homie, Namey McNamerson. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man left side and going to be caught. First down play. It's going to be 1st and 10. But they got to get up the field real quick. They got to score twice in 4 minutes. So those plays are good, but they're also detrimental. No huddle now here for St. Louis. Dane Jones feeling himself. Going to switch the play up. A little bit of a remix. Going to send everybody to the other side. And it's going to be a pass here, looking for a man. Going to look, and it's going to be a catch there by Namey, climbing the ladder for it. There's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. And Dane Jones flipping it again. Back to a similar situation there was on that last play, looking for a man. Going to launch this short, and it will be caught. Not getting too much. Going to pick up 3. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Going to launch this right side and going to be incomplete. What a hit there on Stain. That hit was so hard, I'm sure the user felt it, even if he's not in the league. You know what I'm saying? 3rd and 7. Third and 7 coming up. Going to be passing it, looking right side. Going to be picked off again. Trying to fit that one. Is going to be returned. Taking it past the 20. Sorry, past the 40. And low-key Gunnarson's going to get his 2nd tonight. And I have to double check. Does he already have one on the season? If so, that's going to put him in the lead. That's going to put him in the lead of all the players here, if that's the case. But I have to double check the interception list. As that's going to put Dallas back onto the field, cutting up, cutting through, going to pick a 1st down up as DM5, and they're going to call the timeout. I do not see his name on the list for interceptions currently, so that put him at tie for 1st, along with his teammates, ironically enough. Ethan Flowers and Andrew Grigley, as we're going to see a handoff, big hole, going to cut past the 40, and a 2nd and medium coming. Carson Cutbirth. Where's Carson Cutbirth at? I don't think Carson Cutbirth is on the list. No, he is not. So, yeah. That'll put Dallas with 3 different players leading the league in interceptions. That's crazy. Going to be a handoff. Going to cut around. Going to use that speed. Going to cut even further and take the top off. DM5 says, let me get in the paint. What a run there by Dominic. As he hit the stinky leg on him. He ain't supposed to be doing all that. It's supposed to be PG-13. Touchdown, Dallas. How he put the brakes on him and then cut around the grain to make that happen. And having 3 interceptions doesn't help things. Kick is going to be up and the kick will be good. As I got to see how many interceptions he currently has in the league. I'm pretty sure that's going to put him on top of the leaderboard now. Dane Jones. Dane Jones, where you at? Dane Jones currently has 1. Okay, so he has the least amount of turnovers coming into this game, and that's going to put him tied for the most. So he only had 1 interception up to this point of the season, and now he's currently tied for the most with Jim Carr, Justin Duke, Money Mills, and Smoke Rivers with 4 apiece. Interesting, as we're going to see Dane Jones again passing it. Going to look left side and going to be caught. 2-minute warning is here. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Going to step up and throw it right side. Going to be incomplete. Trying to fit that one to Drew Stowe. And it's going to make it 2nd and 10 coming. Shotgun set here, Dane Jones. Big hike and then a hike, looking for a man. Stepping around, sets his feet, gonna be caught, and gonna get stuck at the end of that play to make it 3rd and 4. The final 2 minutes of this ball game, St. Louis trying to get down the field. Another audible here. Final 90 seconds of the game. Going to be passing it here. Looking, goes middle of the field and caught. Easy first down for Mookie. Getting to the 45-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 again. Going to pass this here, looking for a man. Going to step up and use those legs. Going to take off, try to get the first down. Just going to pick up about 8. And it's going to be 2nd and 2 coming. Nice score, W scoreboard. Thank you. As St. Louis is letting the clock run down. They only have 1 timeout, so that's the one reason why they're letting the clock rumble. No huddle here. Empty set. And they're going to make some adjustments. Try to spike the ball. Spike the clock. Almost had a man offsides. That would have been a first down. That would have been interesting. But 3rd and 2 coming up. And I'm making some adjustments to the overall layout going into the break. And I'll explain that later. Because I'm going to be gone. I have to make some moves. Going to be passing it. Sending a blitz at him. Going to sit and throw his left side and going to be caught inside the 5, and they're going to call the timeout. 1st and goal coming up. Can I have a player? Yes, you most definitely can. Go take that link. I'll see if I can post it for you real quick. Go to the Discord, and then you'll go to the what's we're looking for, the Getting Started channel. You can make a player. I recommend making one on defense, and you should be able to get on a team pretty easily within the next game or so. Gonna take off the run. There goes the boogeyman. Getting the sack and essentially closing this ball game out. No timeouts to stop the clock. That's GG's in the chat. St. Louis with a valiant effort, but the defense of Dallas stands tall. Is there Ohio team? There is not. Actually, no. Well, was it? No, not Cleveland. Oh, there is a Pittsburgh team though. But 34-16 is your ball game here. And we'll go ahead and check into the stats again. I'll go ahead and get a spin going on. We have one more giveaway, and we have 8 currently. So I hate Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's the closest one to Ohio, I believe. Unless you want to go towards a little bit further north, we have a Toronto team. As you're seeing the team stats here. No points in the red zone there by the big homies in Dallas. That's pretty interesting. But they need it. They had those big bombs. You know what I'm saying? Justin Duke getting 318 yards and 3 TDs. Dane Jones, 30 for 50, 294, but threw 3 interceptions. You hate to see it. And you see right there, Justin Duke, 81 yards on the longest. As we flip over to the rushing side of things, I'm getting the spin going as I'm talking. 18 for 75, 1 TD there for Mookie doing his thing. Dominic McKenzie, 14 for 121. That's going to get him close to the lead. Dane Jones, Maple Bacon, and Jacoby Cobb getting the stats going. And we have 15 TPE coming on for the giveaway. I'll go ahead and click it. We have 8 people in it. What's going to be the set is the question. It's going to go to Mr. Ryan Davis. So looks like the wide receiver is going to get Richard there. So Toronto's going to start out tonight with 2 giveaways as they're checking out the stats here, doing their thing. Jamal Allen, a 32-yarder. Chisholm with the 26-yarder. On the other side, looks like Jerry Riggs and Lancelot led the way and both getting a touchdown, both getting 4 catches, both getting over 100 receiving yards from Butterfingers and McKenzie adding in where they fit in. A couple of drops there, but that's really about it. And we'll go into the defense pretty soon, as we're going to see TJ Camden and Wheezy Porter each with 13. Ethan Flowers was 12. Blackman, Ryan, Grigley, and all the big homies doing their thing. Solid job there. I think they only had 1 sack all game. Pretty interesting to see. I could be wrong though. Yeah, it is 1 sack there by Blackman. And you definitely missed out on that. You had to do that earlier than that, my friend. But looking through the rest of the stats, and that's really about it here for Dallas. We'll flip over to the other side. It's going to be the leading tackler, Christian Cresswell. Yes, it will. Bukaki Boma, Grant Arabic, Salami, Wells, Dex, and all the good stuff. A couple of tackles for loss there, a couple of sacks, 1 by a bot, 1 by a player. No INTs, but Krishan had 2 pass deflections, doing his thing. And that's all the stats there. Going into special teams, just make sure I had everything here. Going to special teams here. Dana Carlstown, perfect on the day. Great job, a 42-yard field goal. Carolina also perfect on the day, a 49-yard field goal earlier. Averaging 40 is Carolina on the punts. Carlstown average 49. There's a kick return stats here by Lancelot and Allen. Punt return there by Hall and McNamerson. And then we'll go into the scoring summary for the people that missed out. 3 points for St. Louis. Then Dallas came through with a 24-point second quarter that set the game on fire. 1 field goal there by St. Louis, and then the big homies in Dallas closed it out. So we'll close out this game here. We got 1 more to do. It's going to be Toronto at New York. I'll be back up in the next 10-15 minutes or so. Make sure everything's good to go. And until then, I'll go ahead and talk to you later. I'll see you back on Twitch.